Hey everyone, welcome back to my Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy Halloween Junior. I'm kind of dressed up in some garb to celebrate the times. And I wanted to come to you all with a story. Not a Halloween story, not a spooky story, but a story about a phase in my life. So, what phase am I talking about? I'm talking about my catfishing phase. I want to tell you all about a time where I used to catfish and why I stopped. So let's rewind to 2014, 2015. Mind you, this was a time where I was in high school. I was in my senior year of high school, which in my opinion was pretty lax because you knock out most of your work in 10th and 11th grade, and your senior year is a year for you to just celebrate and just relax and move on to the next phase of your life. 2014, I got a inbox on Facebook. This is all taking place on Facebook. And during this time, Facebook was, in my opinion, very lax. You weren't reported as much. You could kind of get away with saying what you wanted at some point. And around this time, Facebook, in my opinion, was very fun. Like, it was chill. It wasn't as political as it is now. And since this scenario and since the situation, actually about 2020 is when I officially shut off the lights on my Facebook account. So let's rewind to high school year, my junior to senior year. So my junior year, I receive a message from this page. Let's refer to this person as D. I receive a message from D, and D is like, hey, what's up with you? How you doing? Add me on Facebook. And then they send me their login credentials, their username and their password. When I see this at the time, I'm just thinking to myself, what the hell is this person doing? Why are they sending me their login information? So once I see it and just see what type of time this person's on, I'm like, you know what? Let me just exit out and I'll go about my day. And then fast forward my senior year, I just get a conscious well, just go back in your DMs or your messages or your inbox. I go back to the DP message. I just think to myself, let's see if this page is actually active. Is this real? Did this person really just give me their login information? I log into the page out of curiosity to see, did this person really send me their login information? So I log into the page. Lo and behold, it was true. As I'm logging in, I'm getting a warning message from Facebook basically saying that, hey, your account has been compromised. There have been multiple logins into this account. Please consider changing your password, yada, yada, yada. I bypass that message. I exit out and I move on to the inbox because I'm really curious to see what the hell is this person sending out to other people? Are they also sending out their login information? Obviously, because I just got this warning message saying it's compromised. I go into the inbox and there are just constant messages to other girls of D giving out his login information with the same hey, what you doing? How you doing? You cute. I noticed that, yeah, he's sending out his login information to other girls. I don't know why. He possibly thought that this was just a way that you send friend requests or how you get people to add your page. I'm not sure why this person was doing this. So after I read through the messages, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to take over this account because I don't want anybody else logging in. So I changed the account password and that's it. Then that is basically the start of my catfishing career. And not only did I notice that he was constantly messaging girls out of boredom, out of thirst, whatever, I also noticed that he's getting ignored. None of these girls are giving him any play. He's being left on scene really, really hard. And that kind of helps me develop the persona of the person that I will become from this page. Basically, I'm beginning to identify as a bisexual, a person who's very feisty, who wants to fight, who wants to constantly breed drama. So that's my identity with this catfishing page, and that is who I am set out to be. And that's pretty much my destiny moving forward, as I'm using this page to essentially troll people and lie and set up fights. And we'll get to the fight setups, because there were an array of fights being set up through this string of madness that was going on. My location, I really benefited from having my school downtown, because this is when the fights began to be set up. So as I had access to the D page, my goal was to intimidate or initiate as many fights as I could from this page. I would essentially go out and make mass posts or make comments under people's pages. And my target audience, the people who I would target, would be girls, boys. Again, I was kind of like adapting the bisexual personality of, hopping in girls and boys' DMs, on some gay shit. Like, if it was a boy, I would say, hey, like, you cute as hell. Like, let me talk to you. Let me get that ass. And then the same would apply for girls. So I would hit their inbox and saying, hey, you cute, give me your number. And if I would be left on scene by either male or female, I would just be like, hey, bitch, f you. How dare you ignore me? Like, let's meet up and fight. So I had the advantage of having my school downtown to set up fights. This was pretty much a very high traffic area to gain a lot of attention, set up fights. And if there was an issue with anyone I would DM or message, I would just be like, hey, meet me downtown. We can scrap. Like, you talking all this shit. Let's go downtown with it. Another location I would like to schedule my fights would also be at Mondawmin Mall. If you all are unfamiliar, I live in Baltimore, and Mondawmin Mall is like a mass transit place for people, especially after school. After school, it is packed with like teenagers, adults, and a lot of things happen in Mondawmin. Mondawmin is really a mass hub for like drug transactions, sex in the bathroom, fights. A lot of things happen in Mondawmin. So Mondawmin was actually another place where I would schedule a lot of fights, because again, a lot of people would be getting out of school. This would work to my advantage. I would tell a lot of people to meet me downtown, specifically in front of the gallery, when the gallery was actually a place that was lit, that you could go to and have a good time and shop. But now it's very much a dead place, and it's not even open anymore, which is unfortunate. But during the time, I would have the time of my life, scheduling fights and telling people to just say, yo, meet me downtown. I'm gonna f you up. And as I'm getting out of school and getting on the bus, I would just ride past a group of people that were there to fight D. Lo and behold, they did not know it was me. And I would just, of course, I would not get off the bus and just be like, yeah, yo, this is me. This is the real me. Fight me. I would ride past these fights on the bus stop, and it was hilarious. And speaking of Mondawmin also was another place that was also a hot spot during the Baltimore riots. If you all are unfamiliar, about 2015, there was an incident that occurred where a young man by the name of Freddie Gray was brutally handled while in police custody, which led to his death. A whole bunch of protests and riots broke out after this event. Mondawmin became an epicenter for people to gather after school. Rocks are being thrown at the police. And there's this particular incident where I actually was catfishing a person that gained a lot of media attention. I won't say too much because it might be obvious, and also to protect my identity and the identity of who I was catfishing. But essentially, I was catfishing someone during the Baltimore riots at Mondawmin. This person's mother came into the picture, and I feel like I don't have to explain the rest. People, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. During these scheduled fights, I would really get riled up, and it would just really add on to the fact that I was just going to continue doing this because it was entertaining, it was fun, I was getting a reaction out of people. So the highlight of my catfishing during this time, I moved from an old neighborhood, and this particular person that I catfished, he was from this old neighborhood that I lived at, and I knew his sister. So this person would always be at the bus stop or at the shopping center behind my apartment complex. And I decided to catfish this person because, again, when I would catfish people, I would try to find people who were about that life, who were in the trenches, who didn't really have much to lose. This particular individual, I would catfish him. He was basically a local rapper. So this was also to my advantage as well, because the hopes was that I would gain attention and gain more negativity throughout this ordeal. And I used that to my advantage. Mind you, I did not listen to their music prior. I would just go on his post on his Facebook wall and just say, hey, like, your music is ass. Stop rapping. Mind you, I didn't give it a listen. I didn't really give it any play to begin with. I was just trying to get a reaction out of this person. And that is what eventually ended up happening.
Back at this hot shit again, man. This that Chirac shit. I been did this song, you feel me? I'm just dropping this shit again, you feel me? Nigga really try to say that I didn't have bars. Like, I would have agreed, like, if I didn't put bars in every one of my songs and every comment on there says bars, you feel me? But it's always one hating ass nigga, you feel me? And his name is that or Prio, whatever your shit is. But whoever know yo, if you know him, holla at me, because I'm going to smack the shit out of him.
So as I'm taunting this person, telling that their music is ass, going after their colleagues, their friends, and calling them ass, or just going back and forth. So this was the highlight of my catfishing, because I had started to gain attention, negative attention, and his friends started to also get in on the incident. So the reason why I pinpoint this as the highlight of my catfishing is because this man just made a whole diss track about me. And it was very funny at the time. Looking back on it, I think it was very evil, but just in this moment, I am LOLing. I am dying laughing. I am telling my friends about it. I'm telling my parents. They think it's funny. And this was just a highlight for me, because this started to really propel me in the direction of gaining more negativity, more people on my neck just being like, hey, yo, you disrespected my favorite rapper in the city. You disrespected my man. At this time, I'm noticing like, hey, this is kind of going in the direction that it is getting violent. I'm putting myself at risk. I'm putting the person that I'm impersonating at risk. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me stop. But then the catfishing continues, and it doesn't end until my account gets reported and it's deleted. Facebook basically just deletes my account and it's over. But the reason why I stopped, obviously because I was forced to stop through my page getting deleted and reported. But when I started to really hone in on why my account was gone, and at the time, this kind of sucked for me because this was like my source of entertainment. And as this page is being taken down, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? This is wrong. And even before my page got deleted, people would write in the comments or mention me and say, hey, we know where you live. Like, oh, we know, yo, he's scared to come outside. In my mind, I'm thinking, like, you don't know me. Like, you don't know who's really behind this account. You don't know what's going on. You just think it's D this whole time, and really it's me. But they were like telling me to cut my location on. They say that they knew me. They said that this person was scared to come outside. And that's when I realized, like, oh, you know what? This is getting a little out of hand. Maybe let's stop. But I did not stop. I continued until my account got reported. I started to realize, you know what? I'm putting my life in danger. I live in Baltimore City. People are wild here. The crime is outrageous. The car thefts are outrageous. The shootings. It's crazy. People getting beat up. People getting ran off on. So I just realized the environment that I'm in, and I'm doing this catfishing. I'm just starting to realize, you know what? This wasn't the best idea. The catfishing was allowing me to hide and conceal myself behind someone else. And I'm, realizing like that's pretty cowardly. I'm putting my life in danger. I'm putting this person who did not do me any harm. I don't know this person in real life. I was just taking advantage of the fact that they gave me their account information, which is very poor of me. Then I started to realize that my catfishing was thriving off of the fact that Facebook's community guidelines at this time were not as strict as they are now. But guys, essentially I stopped catfishing because I just realized what I was doing was wrong. The page was deleted. That was the main reason why. Let's be real, let's be honest. The main reason why I stopped catfishing is because my page was getting deleted. And also realizing that Baltimore is a small, dangerous city. Anybody could just catch wind of something or catch wind of the drama and realize like, hey, this is Shorty. This is really who's behind this page. Release it to the wolves, whatever. So my lesson to the people out there who possibly are in this situation, who are catfishing, who are trolling online, do what you do because you're going to do it anyway. But the reason why I stopped and realized that getting away from that type of lifestyle is very important to me, the negativity that I'm honing in and keeping it around me, whether it be entertaining, funny, regardless, it's harmful to other people. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate you all for coming and listening to my story of how I used to catfish people. Comment below, have you ever been a catfish? Have you ever had to deal with bullies online? Because I was definitely one of those people. So share your thoughts, share your comments. Have you been through this situation? Have you ever been a catfish? Like, comment. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned because I do plan to upload more, even though it's been so long since I've uploaded, but I really want to get better with this. And because this is really one of my hobbies. One of my hobbies is talking to myself and getting my ideas out there and creating. So I want to continue with that passion. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and please do come back for more content at some point. Thank you.